This is how to perform a weekly self-contained breathing apparatus check for a firefighter's SCBA. Today's demonstration showcases a life or death tool for firefighters. Without a properly working SCBA, a full bottle, firefighters and victims are in imminent danger, resulting in usually death or major injury. This demonstration is most relevant for active firefighters as it is a lifeline to enter an IDLH, which is an immediately dangerous to life and health atmosphere or environment, perform duties as a firefighter and rescue victims. A little bit about myself. I've been a firefighter for 13 years, graduating from the Fire Academy in 2013. I obtained my Firefighter 1-2 certification and numerous other certifications while at the Fire Academy. Some include hazmat, my instructor. They offer many different classes throughout your career as a firefighter. I'm also a paramedic. That was a 2-year class that is optional, and I opted to do it, so that helps further my career in the fire service. Now, in this demonstration, I will identify the materials needed to accurately check an SCBA, as well as detailed steps to perform this weekly check. I will also show you the finished product of an SCBA and describe how it needs to be secured in a fire truck once the check is complete. So to perform this check, you need an SCBA mask. This particular brand is Scott. There's many different brands that the fire service has. Some are MSAs, some are called Dragers. This one is called Scott. So you need a Scott mask to go with a Scott bottle. You need your Scott bottle, which is this. This holds the air. And then you need the actual air pack / harness. It comes with 2 shoulder straps, 2 waist straps. It's a whole harness. So first thing you want to do when you're doing an SCBA check, it's usually in the truck. As you can see, I don't have a fire truck here, so we're doing it on the counter. We want to check the SCBA bottle. So this particular bottle is a Scott 4500. That means it holds 4,500 PSI of air. You want to look at the sight gauge, which is here. Make sure that it is at least 4,400 PSI. This one is 4,500, so I would consider this bottle full. You want to check the hydrostatic test date. So on this bottle, hydrostatic test is a test where they submerge it in the water, fill it until it explodes to see how much air it can hold before failure. So this was tested on 9/2020, and it needs to be done every 10 years. So this bottle is in date, and it failed at a pressure of 7,500. So as you can see, it's way above the normal pressure. Next, you want to check the actual pack. You want to check and make sure all your straps are free and clear of debris. They're not ripped or torn. Both shoulder straps, both waist straps. You want to check your high pressure hose. This is what connects to the bottle. You want to make sure that there's a gasket, that it turns freely and there's no debris in there. The next step, you want to connect your bottle to the air pack. So there's a little clip here that clips into this air pack. When you hear that noise, it's clipped in, and then you take the bottle strap and you secure it. You want to take the high pressure hose, connect it to the bottle, it threads on. You want to make sure it's hand tight all the way. So I'll show you, that's what an air pack looks like connected. So after this step, you want to turn on the bottle and you want to ensure that you hear the pass alarm activate. The pass alarm is a personal accountability safety system. You'll hear the alarm activate when you turn the bottle on, and you want to make sure that activates and your Vibe Alert activates. So that's your Vibe Alert, and that's your pass device. This is your shoulder gauge or your lapel gauge, which tells you how much air is in the bottle. So you want to ensure that the lapel gauge and the bottle pressure match, and they both read 4,500, which is full. So now you want to check your low pressure regulator. This is what connects into your mask. So you want to make sure it's free and clear of debris. there's nothing in there. You want to check your purge valve, make sure your purge valve works, and then you want to check your heads up display. Make sure that there's 2 green lights in here. So now you don't want to move your air pack for about 30 seconds. Let it go into full alarm to ensure that the pass device works. If a firefighter's down, gets hurt, and can't move, this will start to go into alarm. It gradually gets louder, and then it goes into full alarm. Once it goes into full alarm, you want to silence it with 2 clicks of this yellow button. So as you can see, it's very loud. That tells where a firefighter is, helps people locate them if they're down. Now you want to activate it manually in case you get hurt and make sure that works. So as you can see, that works. Now we want to shut the bottle down all the way closed. We want to connect our regulator to our mask and breathe our bottle down and make sure that our vibe alert activates at around 1200 psi. So as you can see, it activated. Now you want to shut the pack down with 2 clicks of the yellow button. That loud beep tells you that the bottle is shut down. So to put this SCBA back in service after you've done the weekly check like I performed, I don't have a fire truck here, obviously, but this would go into a seat like this, and it would push in and click in, and then you know it's locked. Sorry, I had a little bit of technical difficulties. So now that you know it's locked, your air pack's good to go. And if you have to go to an emergency, you know that you're ready to go. All your equipment's checked. You don't have to worry about anything. All firefighters perform this every morning. At least they should when they come into work. I recommend doing it every single shift. Probably the first thing that you do when you come in. This is your lifeline. You need to make sure that this is in proper working order, and the firefighters before you, the shift before you, put it back in service in the correct, way. These are all, I've shown you all the parts of a working SCBA. I perform the steps of a weekly check in order, and I've shown you the proper placement of an SCBA in a fire truck. So as a career firefighter, this weekly check has become second nature. It seems like a lot of steps, but I can perform this in probably under a minute when I'm at work. If you're a firefighter and don't feel comfortable with the safety check, I would encourage you to practice along with this demonstration. It's imperative for your future on the job, and it's your lifeline. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out at any time. And again, I'm Devin Bean, and this was the SCBA Weekly Check.